Look who's here, it's A-Dog!
Waking up at 7, I always getting here for 7 o'clock, I always complain like, oh, it's so hard to get out of bed. But learning how to become an adult, I have found espresso. Let me tell you, the coffee's been good this morning.
Does it help?
I first tried it because I had my softball playoffs, I think it was last weekend or the weekend before, and it was at 10 a.m. and I'm just not feeling it. I played the best game of my life, so now it's...
No way! You were buzzed.
Oh my God, you should have saw me. As soon as they called that third out, I was sprinting full speed off the field just to go and sit down on the bench. Yeah, so let me tell you, espresso...
Even before you were playing.
Yeah. The guys were just like looking at me like, what's wrong with that guy?
Your eyes are like saucers.
Yeah, there's smoke coming off my feet as I'm running. So let me tell you, getting up this morning and getting some espresso in me, oof.
So espresso, you have a machine at home?
I do not have a machine at home. I have a Tim Hortons just down the street.
So you just go and get an espresso?
Just go and get an espresso, and I really regret that I didn't bring it and have it hidden off camera there for a second.
Seriously. Okay, pardon my ignorance. Espresso is like the really strong small shot, right?
Is it ever?
So... Does it come in a little cup?
No. They just mix it for you and then put it all in for you.
Oh, they do. Yeah, same price as everything else, do you think?
I think it's 70 cents for an espresso shot.
Wow.
So I'm feeling a little bougie this morning.
A little bougie.
I wanted to spend a little cash this morning.
A little 7 cents.
Keep the change.
I gave him a loony. Clink. Tomorrow morning when you get one, grab one for me if you don't mind.
Okay, cool.
I love espresso.
Tomorrow the morning she'll be there. Hi, welcome back to the morning show.
Tim who? Who cares about Tim?
Who cares? Did you have any coffee this morning? Ooh, I should go for a coffee right now. That is going to be the most energetic morning show of all time. I feel so bad
for this on the ceiling.
I feel so bad for our guests already. Oh yeah? So we're going to do all of our interview questions.
We got to go by.
Yeah, it's only been 2 minutes into the interview. I've already asked everything, sped through it.
They don't even get to answer. They just go,
Yeah, and this is the most energetic you'll ever catch me on a Monday. So
actually, he's our jack of all trade.
Well.
I call him Super Alex. See, because he does that.
Power pose.
This boy, this child, this man can do everything.
this boy, this child, this man. This
I was thinking,
man, child, boy.
Yeah, I can't say that because then I sound old and you sound too young, and you're not. You're just awesome. Anyway, replacing Tim because Tim's on holidays, you brat. If you're watching, you're a brat.
Tim, you better be watching. You better be waking up on your vacation, watching the morning show, no sleeping in, no days off, Tim.
What is wrong with you?
So selfish.
So selfish.
Took vacation, didn't even think about us. Whatever. I'm not hurt. Are you hurt? Because I'm not. Are you?
Tim who? No.
No. Is my face turning red? No, your face is turning red because I don't care.
You wanted to talk about streaming services.
Yes, I do. So with Disney's coming out with their new streaming service, they're going to have new TV shows. They're going to have Marvel, and they're going to have Star Wars, and they're going to have ESPN Plus.
And there's an issue with Spider-Man too with streaming services because he's produced by one and the Marvel people. Aw, Spidey's fan.
They're taking Spider-Man away.
Is he going to be okay though?
If Sony remakes him, probably not.
No?
Probably
Are you
not.
serious?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Marvel just does such a better job with their movies. And I know it's not really Marvel or Sony's fault when it comes to it. It's more Disney's fault.
Thing.
Disney, you ruined my weekend. I want you to know that. But if after all this is said and done, Spider-Man and Venom get to star in the same movie, I will just nerd out so hard. I'll forgive you for everything. Yeah.
That's a character, I take it.
Yeah, I want to see the two characters. They were in the comic books a lot together.
Is he a snake?
No. It's called the symbiote. It's like a Venom that's like an entity in itself, and it latches on to a host and turns him into like a big scary beast monster looking thing. Yes.
Wow.
And I just cannot wait if they finally get there. He is right there. Look at him. Look how cute he is.
Oh my word! He would give you nightmares.
And pinch his cheeks.
I can't find his cheeks. Does he have cheeks?
Yeah. So, but if they do end up having a movie together, because Sony owns the rights to Venom and not Disney, it's such a convoluted.
Wow,
thing
it's such a
with all the characters being owned by different people.
Right.
But back to the streaming services.
Yes.
With Disney coming out with theirs, I think it's $7 a month. there's Netflix, there's Hulu. There's
$7 a month?
Yeah.
That's smart because they're undercutting because everybody else is more expensive, right?
Right. And
Netflix.
but with all of these other ones, are people just going to have like $50 spent a month for streaming services? Or is Disney going to start buying out some of the other ones that they know? Because Disney's just buying everything at this point, right?
They're just going crazy.
Are you going to get the new Disney streaming service? No?
No, I probably won't.
Wow, that was really definitive too.
Yeah.
How come?
Well, I don't need 100 of them. Like
what do you have right now?
We have Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have Crave? I thought I remembered.
You know what? We tried Crave.
Okay.
When I worked at my previous job, I was able to get it complimentary because of where I work.
And I thought I was bougie spending 70 cents this morning. Guess not.
Remind me to pay you 70 cents for that espresso you're going to bring me.
That's going straight into the bank. I need it.
But so we Netflix. My husband Jim though is getting a bit sick of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's like, you know what? It would be nice to have a couple of options. And I guess that's the mindset, right?
For me and Netflix, like my family had it, and I don't even know when we stopped having it, but I didn't use Netflix.
What do you use?
If sports are on, I'll watch sports.
Right.
And if they're not, maybe some YouTube videos, and that's about it. I don't really watch TV, no.
So you're not a streamer?
Not a streamer. I don't really go to the movies a lot. It's got to be something that I am like, I need to see to go to the movies, because I'll always be the guy that gets the popcorn and gets everything because I want to be there.
It's the experience, right?
And then I have to remortgage a house because I went to the movies.
And you bought popcorn.
Yeah, so.
Bring your own. Oh. Did I say that?
You know? No, never. I have never, ever taken any snacks into the movies.
Me neither.
That I didn't pay for there.
Me neither then. You know what I have to say though? I like the popcorn.
Oh, yes.
But those little candy cups that you can buy, that's like a friggin' sweet tooth person's like fantasy.
Right.
I just like, oh my God, I can have one of these. And like it takes me 14 days to finally fill the little cup. Jim's like, come on, we're going to miss the movie.
I think the best decision in Dollarama's history was to open up across from the Cineplex.
Totally.
Whoever's idea that was, thank you. Completely unrelated. I would never go to the dollar store before I went to the movies. Though.
If you see him in camo, and he's really just
ignore me. I'm doing something.
Aren't you a doll?
No, I'm a tree. Just let me hang out here.
So I have a question. Talking about streaming services.
Fire away.
When you want to watch one of your favorites, Taylor Swift, for instance.
Oh, of course. Oh, her new album? Tay-Tay's new album?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. I haven't listened to a song.
It's called Lover.
Lover, yes.
Yes.
Oh, she's good.
So do you watch music videos or... If you go to YouTube for that.
Yeah, if I'm really intrigued by it, or if it's like
you want to see what everybody's talking about.
Trending on YouTube or something, I'll take a look at it. Because I mean, like for this job too, I do a lot of camera work.
Right.
So I like to kind of look and see what they did creatively for their videos. And go, ooh, that was really nice. Or oh, what were they thinking?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's good. So you're doing research as well. Such a conscientious guy.
Super smart.
Super. You know what she did though? One of her songs, it's called "It's Nice to Have a Friend." She actually went to Toronto's Regent Park School.
Okay.
And had their choir back her up in this song.
Is this like a world-renowned musical school?
It is in Toronto. So what's happening isn't that awesome?
Helping out above the border.
So the sale of the song, all the sales of the song, and any future royalties, she's giving back to that school.
What?
In Toronto.
How could you hate Taylor Swift?
Right?
How could you?
It's Tay-Tay.
Well,
how awesome is that?
That really good for her too. I mean, and Toronto of all places. I know she's not Canadian, but that's so cool.
Yeah, and of course the school, like the choir master and all the students are talking about how like what an opportunity, and it was so good for the kids because they got to see like a major production
and the exposure for this school now too. I've never heard of this school beforehand.
Right? Me neither.
8 hours away, we're talking about it here.
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that great?
It's
good
crazy.
For her. I love stories like that. She does lots of good.
Right, Tim? I know you're watching right now, so hopefully we convince you.
Do you like her music?
I'm pretty impartial. I wouldn't actively go out to listen to it.
It's very poppy. It's very...
Yeah, but I wouldn't like slam off the radio if it came on.
Yeah, I'm the same. I wouldn't be like... I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'd use the word okay too.
Yeah. She's very down to earth, very conscientious, and I think it's awesome that a young person like that is such a good example for others.
I am such a good example.
Alex.
Aw,
like
see?
our Alex.
Look at that. We both went that same direction.
We have a great show coming up for you. We're going to get to it right after this.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
Now, one of the harder parts of the job when you're filling in for Tim is when Allison was emailing us, and we joked about this before we came on the show. She goes, "Tim, you're my favorite news person." Now I gotta try to back that up. So I'm gonna do my absolute best job here to try and put on a face like Tim could. And Allison McFarland's in here to talk about something a little bit bigger and something that definitely shouldn't be joked about. International Overdose Awareness Week, which is coming up, and I believe the actual Overdose Awareness Day is August 31st, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. And the Sault Ste. Marie's gonna do a lot of different things here to try to end some stigmas, try to let you know there's support out there. So Allison, tell me, what do we need to know about this upcoming week and what's so important about it?
Yeah, so International Overdose Awareness Week is actually celebrated all week, but we chose Thursday the 29th to do this walk because it always falls on the long weekend, right? So we wanted to try and do it before people were getting out of town for the weekend. So on that Thursday at 1, we're going to meet in Clark Park near the Art Gallery, and then we're going to walk along the boardwalk, and anyone that shows up is going to be able to carry a flower and then drop it into the river and then walk back to Clark Park. And there also will be sort of a wall there that they can write anyone that they've lost or anyone that they know that's currently still struggling with addiction. They can write their name on the wall and walk for them. Right,
and this is such a good thing too, because when you're doing this kind of in a group with other people, it's just so much support going on there. Yeah. And for a place like Sault Ste. Marie, a little bit smaller, lots of stigmas around.
Tons of stigma.
Right. Yeah. What sorts of things do you see still in the community, something that people haven't really been able to knock out of their minds yet?
Yeah, so the biggest one obviously is that people are choosing to be addicted to drugs, which it just crushes me every time I see it.
Right.
But, you know, we know that addiction's not a choice. We know that it's an actual diagnosed brain illness.
And people love to dispute that fact too.
All
people
the time,
will fight right down to the bone.
Yeah. So even though it's, you know, scientifically, medically proven, it's still going to be a thought that people have. So a huge part of this week and the reason behind it is to knock down that stigma and get people really talking about why people are actually addicted to substances. You know, did they have an injury? Did they have anything in their childhood that was trauma? Stuff like that. So
right, things that are going to trigger maybe going down the wrong path, but that's exactly why we're doing things like this, to get them back on the right path and those stigmas. Yeah. But Sault Ste. Marie, as much as there are stigmas, there are people on the other side that know we need to be out there and helping them. What sort of resources are there for somebody in Sault Ste. Marie maybe watching right now, having somebody in mind where maybe they can direct them?
Yeah, so we have actually a lot in the Sioux that people don't actually know about. We have lots of say opiate replacement clinics, which help people there's prescribed like methadone or Suboxone to help curb those cravings. We have services at the hospital. We have services at Algoma Public Health, Group Health Center. We have, like needle exchange programs, NRC. So there's tons. And this drug strategy is actually like this close to releasing our website, which will have all those services listed as well.
Right. That's really great to hear. And I know people, when they go to the walk, you said you're encouraging them to wear purple, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Any reason for purple being the color?
To be honest, I actually don't know.
We've got some research to do. Sounds like a plan there.
Yeah.
But if they do want to support and throw a little bit of money at the cause, they can buy wristbands, lanyards, badges, and where does that money actually end up going towards?
So that so International Overdose Awareness Day, originated in Australia. So they have that whole website that they have. So I believe that the funds that are raised from that go into the future days and campaigns and stuff.
That's awesome
and
too.
I'm just going to tell you about the purple. The Overdose Awareness ribbon is actually purple.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's why.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So if you do end up going to the walk, guys, definitely we're encouraging you to wear purple. Yeah. And what sort of day will actually happen on the 29th? It starts at 1 o'clock, I believe. And what happens right at 1 o'clock?
So we're just going to gather and, give everyone a chance to get there that wants to get there. And then once we know for sure that we have our group, then we'll start that walk. We have members from the drug strategy. We also have a peer committee through the drug strategy. So anybody that's has living experience, has family members or friends that have gone through this, they're on that committee. So they help us to inform all of the decisions that the drug strategy makes, just because we know that that's the best place for those decisions to come from. So we're all going to be there, and we're going to be scattered throughout the walk, so that in case anybody needs support or might lag behind a little bit. So we obviously know that day can be pretty triggering.
Right.
So we have a lot of people that are going to be there to help with that.
And how long has we been doing the walk in Sault Ste. Marie? Has it been something that has happened for this is the first time?
This is the first time, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you nervous at all for getting everything set up?
No, because you know what? We have like an awesome group.
That's good to hear.
So to be honest, I haven't even gone to one of the planning meetings because I have that much faith in everybody to get it out there.
That's good too. And I know you guys said you were working on the action plan for overdosing in Sault Ste. Marie. And a lot of people want to Facebook message and give their support too. What's the best way that if somebody in Sault Ste. Marie has an idea or a thought to reach out to you guys and say, hey, I've got a little bit of input?
Yeah, so we do have the Facebook page. I think it's SSM Drug Strategy, I believe.
Okay.
And then we also have an email, which is ssmdrugstrategy@gmail.com. And we always encourage anybody in the community to email us or message us on Facebook, because like I said, we're a bunch of service providers that sit around the table. We're all trained and everything. We know the gist of what needs to be done, but having that personal input is what's going to make a world of difference. Yeah.
And for anybody at home right now that's sitting on the fence saying, hey, maybe I want to go out, maybe I don't want to go out for the walk, what would you say to convince them that says, hey, you know what, this is something Sault Ste. Marie needs a little bit more awareness for, a little bit more TLC for?
So just, if you're not sure, come out anyway. There's going to be lots of people there. You can ask questions, you can talk to any one of us. I'll be there, our coordinator will be there, several other members. So if you just need that little bit of extra info or a little bit of extra push, come out. It's supposed to be a nice day.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, and right now we're actually taking a look at the website. If you want a little bit more information, you can definitely take a look at any of the pieces here. This was for the media side of it. You can also see their shirts there. You can purchase them. And you said all the money goes to where again? One more time?
I believe back into the website and into the campaign.
Oh, perfect, right?
Yeah, so, through public health, that's where I work. We actually use these campaigns. So this week you'll see those posted through Algoma Public Health. The one that we're really focusing on this week is no more stigma, no more shame. So, yeah.
Well, Allison, I want to thank you so much for coming in. This, for anybody that's been affected by it in their lifetime, this is something you should definitely go out and support. It's going to be people like-minded like you guys. And Allison, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much.
You did a good job.
Oh, hopefully I did Tim well. Hopefully he's watching at home and he's proud of me. But we'll have more mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
At Quarter to 5, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at Quarter to 5, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
I'll start this one, Lou, because our cameraman for the day, Jacob, he does so much here for us, but today he's doing the camera for us, and he says, you guys forgot to mention our wonderful sponsors, KC Security.
Yes.
So why don't you do a rap? And Lou goes, no, Alex, I got it. So please, Lou, if you will.
Thank you so much, KC Security.
I'm so thankful you protect me and nobody hurts me.
Continue. Thank you for protecting me.
Please get me out of here because I'm feeling rushed in a hurry. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't think of another word.
A-Dog, ladies and gentlemen, only on TV. Thank you very much. Thank you. You said it's National Day. National something day.
Only 2 national days today. Well, actually,
Really?
3 national days.
Okay.
National Dog Day. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm scared of every dog that I've ever seen.
Really? Every single one of them?
Petrified.
I'm not scared of dogs. I mean, if you've got a pretty menacing dog that's like barking and being a little
My girlfriend had a teacup poodle, and I was afraid of that.
Really?
Because he would, like when they're puppies, they bite and nip and stuff, and I just kind of, my instinct was to go,
Do you have a dog that you hate more than other dogs?
A German Shepherd.
Really?
I had a bad dream about a German Shepherd once when I was a little kid.
And it just kind of stuck, eh?
And it just stuck. I've never been bitten by a dog, but I never had pets growing up because my mother's the same.
Right. Just if you haven't really grown up around pets, right? I've grown up around German Shepherds too. Love German Shepherds, yeah. But for me, Chihuahuas. If you have bring me to the football field, show me those uprights, I will kick. God.
Punt!
Never. I would never hurt an animal, but it's just,
of course not.
So many times I can remember just hearing just a yappy dog just go, and
it's crazy.
Stop.
They are petrified.
It's like a baby crying on an airplane. It's just like,
right?
That's one of my triggers. That's what drives me to drink espresso in the morning.
Ah, good to know. I'll call you in the morning. My daughter had a dog, a little wiener dog mix, Jackson.
Okay.
Cutest thing ever.
Oh, okay.
Scared to death of that dog because he never stopped barking.
Oh.
Never, ever, ever. Finally, he would get used to you. You could be sitting for a couple hours in the same room.
Yep.
And you cross your leg and he's just like...
Oh, we had a German Shepherd like that.
Did you?
But big though, like a big German Shepherd. Yeah, I could see her kind of.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so like if you're sitting there fine after a while, but as soon as you move, like you say, or go to stand up or something,
I'd barf. I would. I'm just. Oh, I have such a fear.
Then let's talk about National Cherry Popsicle Day and how inferior it is to Orange Popsicle Day.
I've never had a cherry popsicle.
You've never had like one of the red popsicles? Like,
no.
Really?
Cherry?
Yeah.
No, I thought they were strawberry.
Yeah, no, what?
Yeah.
No.
Cherry?
You know, you get the box with the orange, the red, and the purple?
Yeah. That's cherry? No. That's strawberry or raspberry, isn't it? Jacob, what is it?
Your whole...
Depends on the box.
It depends on the box.
I'm pretty sure 95% of the time it's cherry, though.
50-50.
What?
I don't even know if it's close as 50-50.
Really? Michael, what is it? The cherry, the red popsicle. Is it cherry or strawberry?
It's cherry.
It's cherry. He says it's cherry too.
As we debate this, look up a box of popsicles that have the orange, the purple, and the cherry. I can already hear him typing in there super quick to get this up. But either way,
I've never even heard of cherry.
Who wants a cherry popsicle when you could have an orange popsicle, though?
Or chocolate popsicles are the best.
Fudgesicles.
Fudgesicles, but an actual chocolate popsicle.
Really?
Yes.
Like a frozen chocolate water on a stick?
Chocolate milk.
Yeah. It's more like ice cream. Orange, cherry, and grape.
Oh, no. See, I'm thinking of the old days when popsicles came with 2 sticks.
Okay.
There was never any cherry when I was a kid.
Sometimes they do come with the 2 sticks too, and even when they do, I would still think they're cherry most of the time.
Stop it! Yeah,
Mike, that's not good enough. We need the popsicles
we need
with
the old ones
with the 2 sticks. That's not good enough.
Get them up for the old broads.
You said we had extra time.
Just make sure that we understand.
You said we had extra time on this banter, so I'm making sure we use it.
We're gonna get the 2 sticks. The 2 sticked. I don't think they were cherry. I never in my life asked for a cherry popsicle.
Well,
I think you're lying.
I wouldn't ask for a cherry popsicle either. I'd just ask for an orange one. If you had your choice in popsicle without chocolate, like a fruit flavored one.
Banana.
Oh, so good.
Oh, I love those. You don't like those?
I love bananas, but artificially flavored banana things?
Yeah.
The marshmallows, no. I don't even like bananas in my smoothies. And I know that's like a staple for people.
I don't use them either.
But I feel like when you put banana in a smoothie, all you taste is banana. And it overpowers everything else.
You could put less.
Or just none.
Banana
bread, that's good.
Banana bread.
Right?
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah, I have one in my freezer.
Really?
Yeah.
My grandma does
espresso, banana bread.
Ooh. All right. We'll bring in the goods tomorrow.
Yeah, unless you were going to say your grandma?
My grandma makes the best banana chocolate chip muffins I've ever had. So,
Grandma, please. Banana chocolate chip muffins.
I don't know if she's watching right now. But if you're watching right now,
just saying.
She just made some excellent brownies too. She's too good. She's just the sweetest.
She's just sweet.
She's just the sweetest.
She loves you to bed.
Yeah, she does. But the thing that sucks is like 1 a.m. comes and I'm just like, I'm hungry. What would be awful for my body to eat right now? Ooh, brownies. And then I just start cutting away.
And then just bring the pan to bed with you.
As well, today is National Web Mistress Day. Now, I thought that would have been
Web mistress?
See, I thought that would have been something way different than a woman web designer, but I guess that's just what it is. So it's celebrating women in the world of tech who can make websites and
it sounds like very suggestive.
Doesn't it? That's why
Web mistress.
That's why I looked at it and went, I don't know what our rating is for the show, but I don't know if it's high enough to talk about it.
Can I do that or not?
Well, it's just celebrating women in the world of tech, so.
There you go.
Right?
Here.
Get your mind out of the gutter, you say, Marie.
Stop it. What's coming up next?
What's coming up next is news, and then we have Aaron Lodge coming in from Women in Crisis. They have a new partnership with the Kidney Foundation, so we're going to dive into that and see what the city can do to help out with that. But for now, we're going to send it to commercial. We'll see you right after that.
Stopping and nothing, I'm up in your face, shaking it off, no matter the cost. I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all. I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood. I'm at the top, I'm rising above. I want the gold, give me the rush. Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. I'm pushing. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing.
City police were called to an area behind a Breton Road apartment building where a body was found yesterday morning. Police services say the body is a male, but would not elaborate any further pending a full investigation. Police at the scene told On TV that they don't believe foul play was involved. The body was located beside a wooden shed at the back of the apartment building near a grassy and bushy area just off the parking lot. No other information is currently available. Last Thursday, East Algoma OPP responded to a report of a missing male from the Blind River area. 17-year-old Seth Mason has not returned home for numerous days. He is white, 6'1", brown eyes, short brown hair, and approximately 120 pounds. Seth has a half-inch long scar on his lip on the left side. He also has a scar on the back of his left leg as well that goes from the knee to the ankle. He was last seen wearing black shorts, a white t-shirt, and a ball cap. He was wearing a light-colored pack sack and blue shoes. He may be in the Sioux or Hayden area. Police and family are concerned for his well-being. Anyone with any information is asked to call police. Our community came together once again for the second annual 1,000 Voices at the Cross. On TV was there to join this beautiful time of worship.
This is 1,000 Voices at the Cross. We are at the cross on the hill, on Mockley Hill. 120-foot cross, actually. You can be seen from far distances among the city. So today, the Lord has laid upon our team's heart that we should do whatever we can to encourage unity in our city. And so this is a outdoor unity service of non-denominational. So we have a multitude of different denominations here participating in different capacities, and some musicians, some speakers, some pastors, some prayer warriors, and just a team of amazing, incredible people with a heart for the Lord.
In the middle of the storm, louder and louder.
Scriptures is Jeremiah 29:11. Okay. Whew. I'm sorry, I don't apologize.
Is dead, and has not become the first of a great harvest of those who will be raised to life again.
Amen. Thank you.
Well, this is our second event. We did our first event last year just to test the waters and see if this is something that the city of Sault Ste. Marie and the Christian community was open to. And we expected perhaps 100 people or upwards of 200 people, and we would have felt that that was a success last year. But we actually had 600 people show up last year for this event. It was a beautiful, sunny day, 30 degrees. It was amazing, incredibly amazing. It means a lot to me. It means it offers us hope. As a Christian, the cross is a symbol of hope. It's a beacon of hope. And for myself and my brothers and sisters in Christ, this is an offering of hope, and that we would like to extend to the community of Sault Ste. Marie, Christian or non-Christian. No, I would just like to invite people to reach out to KFM Radio if they're at all interested in this event or any upcoming events of this nature. We have a web page, kfmradio.ca. We have a studio located at 134 Northern Avenue East. We have a couple live programs coming out of that studio. And if they'd like more information, they could always give us a call.
Aerial images captured by Greenpeace show how fires continue to sweep across the Brazilian Amazon region over the weekend. The video shows multiple areas covered in smoke and fire. Brazilian government satellite monitors have recorded more than 41,000 fires in the Amazon region so far this year, with more than half of those coming this month alone. Experts say most of the fires are set by farmers or ranchers clearing existing farmland but the same monitoring agency has reported a sharp increase in deforestation this year as well. The blazes have sparked anti-government protests in Brazil and became a pressing issue for leaders at the G7 summit in France. Backed by military aircraft, tens of thousands of Brazilian troops on Saturday deployed in the Amazon to fight the fires. President Jair Bolsonaro also tried to temper global concerns, saying that previously deforested areas had burned and that intact rainforest was spared. The Brazilian military operations came after widespread criticism of Bolsonaro's handling of the crisis. Meanwhile, yesterday, firefighters from the National Force were preparing to board a plane on their way to Rondônia State to combat the fires. Fires are common in Brazil in the annual dry season, but they are much more widespread this year. Chewy cannabis-infused gummies in bright colors and in the shape of animals or creatures are among the best-selling edible pot products on the black market, but Canadians shouldn't expect them on legal shelves. Regulations that will make edibles legal come into effect October 17th, exactly 1 year after Canada legalized the sale and purchase of dried and fresh cannabis, oil, seeds, and plants. The rules laid out so far are aimed at keeping the new pot products out of the hands of kids and stipulate they can't be seen as appealing to a young person. But Health Canada has yet to provide additional details on exactly what crosses the line. That leaves companies grappling with how to market gummies, an already popular adult product based on a children's treat, without being too much fun. The earliest new goods can be sold legally, and that will happen mid-December due to the required 60-day notice companies have to provide to Health Canada of their intent to sell them. A recent survey of Canadians conducted by Deloitte showed that current users' most preferred edible format was a gummy at 26%, followed by cookies at 23%, brownies at 22%, and chocolate at 16%. According to Deloitte, the Canadian market for the soon-to-be legalized goods is worth an estimated $2.7 billion, with edibles amounting to $1.6 billion alone.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true. With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Download Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
E-Dog, you were right, man. Original flavor of popsicles. Kevin did a little research. Cherry was among the first of.
But did I hear him correctly when he said banana was?
Yes.
Really?
Cherry, banana, and what else, Kev? Grape.
No orange?
Yeah.
Blasphemy. No way.
Grapes were fun too, because you could just, and then you'd have this thing around
Yeah,
your
but
lips.
you have to eat a grape popsicle though.
Yeah, I don't like grape anything.
Oh, no, grape juice, grape.
No.
No.
So you're orange? Whatever, mister.
I would buy a box of just orange popsicles if they
you?
did that. Yeah, orange popsicles, hands down. Nothing better. Or actually, if I'm feeling bougie like I was this morning,
yes,
I'd go get a popsicle called It's a Kadoozy at like Max. They come in like the, where you open up the freezer, you get like an ice cream sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
They're nice and long. They're like 3 or 4 different colors. I like those ones too.
It's a Kadoozy.
Yep.
Get one of those.
Okay.
Take your It's a Kadoozy and dip it in your espresso. Right?
Why didn't I think of that? Probably because it would melt.
Probably. But then imagine the lovely flavor you'd have in that espresso.
You know what I love thinking about when I'm having coffee?
What?
Ooh, how this could be so much better with fruit.
Right in it.
Oh.
But not good.
No,
do you know Johnny Galecki?
Johnny
Galecki.
No.
He was on The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which character?
Not Sheldon. What was his name on the show? I forget.
With glasses, curly
yes,
hair?
yeah.
Oh.
He was originally on Roseanne.
What? Oh, wait. Leonard.
He was Leonard.
Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he was Leonard. He is actually committed to doing a couple of shows in the new season of The Conners. Ooh. So he's kind of an on-again, off-again boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, so he says he's coming back for a couple of episodes. But they said, would you ever become a regular? And he said, no. He said, I think I need a minute between being a regular season and a regular season. He needs to just chill for a bit.
They're going to kill off his character.
Yeah.
That's why it's only in a few.
She's going to get really mad at him and pluck him off.
Well, it's the only thing you can do. You get,
right?
Right?
And then if he wants to come back, it'll be a dream.
But do you think John Galecki will have this problem in a serious role now?
His name is Galecki.
Johnny Geico. Anyway, do you think he'll have a trouble transitioning into a more serious role after being so synonymous with The Big Bang Theory? And
I wonder.
Right, because that happens to some actors. Where
they get typecast.
People only see them as that one character that they were because they did it so well. I wonder if he's gonna.
And you know what? It's interesting because he did so well on The Big Bang Theory, considering he was pretty much known for only having been on Roseanne, and he was very popular in that role. So yeah.
So well, I mean, if he can do it once from going to Roseanne to Big Bang Theory, then Johnny Geico can probably do it again.
Johnny Geico.
Better than Johnny Geico. At least you can save 15% or more on your car insurance.
J-Lo said she was watching her latest film. It's called Hustler.
Oh, and, right. We watched the trailer
She got nauseous because it's so raunchy. Yeah, she's a stripper, and her posse take care of some of their clients and rip them off. She said, yeah, there's a couple of moments where it's pretty suspenseful. She was in it, and she said I was still kind of...
Did she feel that same way while she was filming it?
I wonder.
Well, I guess after, like, when you're filming it, it's a little bit different. You got a bunch of people going on. You're filming scenes out of order. Yeah. So but
then when you film, and then years later... Well, a couple of months. You could forget,
years.
Right? Yeah.
Well, to J-Lo, years is like a couple of months, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I hate her.
I want to look like her when I'm older.
Yeah, me too. Seriously, when I'm much older. Who's coming up next?
Aaron Lodge. When I was doing the pre-interview for this, it was too cool. Women in Crisis. Yeah. They've got a new way that they want you to do donations because the community is so good at supporting them. Yeah. They just want to make sure you're doing it right this way, and we'll let you know everything you need to know about that.
Coming up right after this.
Oh, right now? Okay. Yeah. See you then.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatzoo.ca.
This sure looks pretty stupid, doesn't it? Dangerous even. But lightning kills like 3 people a year in all of Ontario. That's nowhere close. That's nowhere close to the 16,000 that smoking kills. So, what's more stupid?
Now, before the commercial break, I was talking about how cool this is. This is actually, once we get into this interview, you'll be realizing how cool this new donation process is. Now, Erin Lodge is joining me from Women in Crisis, and of course, Women in Crisis is a staple in our community. Does so much good. But Erin, for anybody who doesn't know what Women in Crisis is, which I can only imagine those people are few and far between, let them know what Women in Crisis actually does.
So we are a shelter for women and children fleeing abuse and violence.
Right.
We provide that emergency shelter. If they have nowhere to stay, they can come to our home. We call it, it's a home.
It's a home.
It's a home. We have it set up very home-like.
Mm-hmm.
So they can come and stay there for as long as that they need. We have services where we'll help them find next step for housing. We work with them for family court support. We provide long-term counseling. We have in-house counseling while they're residing at the shelter. We have crisis counseling if people just want to call or walk in off the street. They just need to talk through some of the things that they're going through. We have that provided for them as well.
And this is usually something that a big city would have. A bigger city would have a great support thing like this, and it's so essential that Sault Ste. Marie has something that does as much good work as you guys. And the community knows how much good work you do, and they love the donation. So for being someone that works there, talk about the absolute outpouring of donations you guys have had, I'm assuming since you started there.
Donations have, I haven't been there since the beginning.
Right.
It's been 40 years.
Yes, no, definitely. But since you've been
the beginning, the community has been extremely generous in their donations. So much so that it's overwhelming at times for staff to manage and process through all of those donations.
Right. So now there's a new way to do it. You guys have partnered up with the Kidney Foundation.
Yes.
How did this all come to fruition? Did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? And how did it start?
So we reached out to the Kidney Foundation. We had heard that they offered this type of program, and we thought that might actually be very beneficial for what we were currently facing. So we reached out to them and asked about a partnership. So it started off with them placing donation bins just outside of our driveway, and the community could go and put their donations in that bin. And then it was the perfect setup, because whenever we would need something specific for a woman, we could go out to the bins and search through and find something specific for her, bring it into the house, and anything in excess that wasn't utilized by the women currently residing at the shelter, the Kidney Foundation would come more than nearly every day, every other day throughout the week, and do a pickup. So clean up all the donations and take them back to the main depot, and then they would still credit us a portion of whatever it weighed.
Awesome.
So it was a great setup.
Right.
In theory.
Okay.
Almost from the beginning, we've had major issues that have arisen as a result of these large bins that have been in our driveway. So we had to make other arrangements.
So what is the new process now? I know you guys have kind of changed up the format, and this isn't us telling you guys don't send your donations there. They are still helping immensely, so don't be deterred if you're not thinking about bringing your donations there. But just tell us the new way that people got to do things.
So thankfully, when we reached out to the Kidney Foundation and explained some of the health and safety concerns that we were having as a result of the bins, they worked with us, and so now they've very graciously allowed that if people want to drop off their donations instead of at the bins outside of our shelter, they can drop them directly off at the Kidney Foundation main depot. And just simply state, or they can label all of their bags and boxes for women in crisis. We still get the full credit from those donations.
Right.
Additionally, what we haven't had in place before is people have often called the shelter and said, I've got a lot of donations, but I don't have any way to get it to you. Can you pick them up? Well, we don't have anything set up. So the Kidney Foundation will now do that. They'll go right to your door, pick up your donations, and so long as they're labeled for women in crisis, we still get the full credit for it.
Right. See, exactly what I mean by don't not bring your donations there. They're willing to come and even pick them up if you guys don't have a way to bring them there, and that's awesome. And you were saying now, with being able to get credited a little bit from these donations, you have access to new funds to help people specifically with their needs, right?
Yeah, so as women and children would arrive at our shelter, some of them are fleeing with nothing.
Right.
They have very specific needs that they require, and prior to this we didn't have any funds, extra funds, I should say.
Something that you can kind of dig into when you need to, like an emergency kind of thing almost.
To provide those basic necessities. So while we appreciated the donations, and for more than just the donations, it's for the message that it speaks to not only the staff but to the women that we're serving, that they have an entire community that cares so much that they bring this level of donations to our shelter on a daily basis. It's incredible. But what this new program allows is that when women arrive at our shelter with their children, they have a specific need presented, we now have this extra pot of funds that we can access to go and purchase exactly what she needs in that moment, because it may not be clothing that she needs. It could be that she needs a bus pass for the month. So there's other things that we're able to really provide for.
So what's the new process now? We're calling the Kidney Foundation and saying, hey, I want to label it as WIC. I want to donate them, and then you'll see the funds come in as they process.
Yes, on a monthly basis.
That's so great. But you were also saying that if people have bigger donations, say they're cleaning out an estate, for example, those kind of donations can still actually go directly to WIC?
Yes, like beds, coffee tables, chairs, different things like that. So we have a storage shed that we can utilize and put those donations in, and then we keep them on hand for when women are leaving the shelter and moving into their own home. They can go out to the storage shed and select the items that they may have need of, couches, so on and so forth. We also accept pots and pans and dishes, and those are all the basic things that any woman would need when she's setting up a new home.
Anybody would need setting up a new home.
And as well as bedding, linens, towels, so long as they're gently used. We don't get those donations is in such large quantities that we can't process that at the door.
Right, but you get lots of t-shirts, lots of pants, lots of stuff like that people wear every day.
Exactly. So clothing donations is overwhelming. We can't process it all. Having people come to the door with their donations. The shelter is extremely busy all the time.
Yeah.
We just don't have the time and resources. We would love to. That would be in an ideal world. Every single person that brought their donations to the door, we would be there to receive it.
Right.
We just unfortunately can't manage that.
Well, of course. You guys are focused so much on helping the women in there too. The community's doing a great job being focused on helping them too, just in their own way.
Yes.
Is there anything specifically you guys need for donations right now? Something you guys are really looking for?
That's a great question.
Okay.
That I don't know the answer to.
Right. So
I would just encourage them just to call the shelter ahead of time if they have something specific that they're thinking, I don't think this is good for just dropping off at the Kidney Foundation.
Right.
Just call the shelter and ask us. And we'd love to have that conversation with you.
Perfect, Erin. Well, our time's wrapped up. This is cool stuff. It's so awesome to see how the community is able to help out such a deserving cause, I guess. So, Erin, I want to thank you so much for coming in. Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for inviting us.
And hopefully you guys keep supporting them like you have been this whole time. And hopefully you stay tuned because we're wrapping up the show right after this.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap.
Incoming.
Which it isn't.
CNIB, Seeing Beyond Vision Loss.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
SPCA's got something going. I think it's terrific. No hot pets. That's what it's called. You know what it's for? It's for dummies that leave their pets in the car. If you see this and you're walking by and you see a pet in a hot car roasting away, the windows up, you call the police or call the SPCA and they'll have somebody there quick. Don't let our pets die in the car. Get involved.
And before we wrap up the morning show, I won't wrap it, but I will say it. KC Security, thank you once again for sponsoring the morning show. Appreciate it as always.
And we also appreciate the really good job you do in the community. We see you, and we appreciate you.
We see you all the time. Cool new cruiser, by the way. I saw you guys post that on Facebook. Ooh, fancy.
Very nice.
So, Lou, that was the morning show.
That was it.
4 more of these, huh?
Yeah, 4 more. 7 o'clock in the morning, buddy.
See you tomorrow then, Sault Ste. Marie.
Thanks.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.